the Ultimate Home Defense Shotgun Guide, 8 Best Options Ranked. Here's something that might surprise you. Out of every single firearm category available today, there's one type that nearly every expert, every law enforcement officer, and every seasoned firearms instructor agrees on. And it's not the flashy AR platform rifle. It's not the latest compact pistol everyone's raving about. It's the shotgun. But here's the thing most people won't tell you. Picking the wrong shotgun for home defense can actually put you at a bigger disadvantage than having no plan at all. So today, we're breaking down the 8 best home defense shotguns on the market, ranked from great to absolute best. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which one belongs in your hands. But stick around, because the number one pick on this list has a military pedigree that most people completely overlook. Now, before we dive into the list, there's something critical you need to understand. Not every shotgun works for every person. Your physical build, your experience level, your budget, and even the layout of your home, the hallway lengths, the doorway widths, whether you've got tight corners or open floor plans, all of these factors dramatically change which shotgun is the right call for you. So as we go through each of these, I want you to think about your specific situation, because the best shotgun in the world is useless if it doesn't fit your life. All right, let's get into it. Coming in at number 8, we have the Stoeger M3000 Freedom Series. Now, Stoeger is one of those brands that constantly gets overlooked in these conversations, and frankly, that's a mistake. The M3000 is a seriously impressive semi-automatic shotgun, and the Freedom Series variant is purpose-built for defensive use. You're getting an 18.5-inch barrel and a 5-round capacity, which keeps things compact and maneuverable inside a home. But here's where it gets interesting. Unlike most semi-automatic shotguns that rely on gas to cycle the action, the M3000 uses an inertia-driven operating system. What does that mean for you? It means the gun stays cleaner, longer, less fouling, less maintenance, and when you pair that with a rotating bolt design, you get a level of reliability that punches way above its price point. It ships with a fixed cylinder choke, so this isn't trying to be a do-everything gun. It does one job, defense, and it does that job exceptionally well. If you've ever looked at the Benelli M4 and winced at the price tag, the M3000 deserves your serious attention. At number 7, we've got the Winchester SXP Defender. The SXP stands for Super X Pump, and Winchester has built their reputation around one key claim. This is one of the fastest, smoothest pump-action shotguns you can buy. They accomplish this through an inertia-assisted pump action, which essentially helps the action cycle with less effort on your part. The Defender model pairs this slick action with an 18-inch barrel and a fixed cylinder choke, meaning there's no constriction at the muzzle. That's ideal because it means you can run birdshot, buckshot, or slugs without worrying about compatibility. It holds 6 rounds total, 5 in the tube plus 1 in the chamber, and it's lightweight enough that just about anyone can handle it comfortably. Now, some folks raise an eyebrow because it's manufactured in Turkey, and that's a fair point to consider. But performance doesn't lie, and the SXP Defender performs. Number 6 is where things start to get really exciting, the Beretta 1301. Beretta has been making firearms for over 400 years. Let that sink in for a moment. They were forging cannons before most modern nations even existed, and all of that accumulated knowledge shows up in the 1301, which might be the most talked about tactical shotgun right now, especially after its latest generation of updates took an already outstanding platform and elevated it into something truly special. The heart of this gun is Beretta's proprietary blink gas operating system, which cycles the action roughly 36% faster than competing semi-automatics. In practical terms, that means you can put follow-up rounds on target faster than almost any other shotgun out there. Ghost ring sights come standard. There's a full-length rail on top for mounting optics, and the controls are deliberately oversized so they're easy to manipulate even when adrenaline is flooding your system and fine motor skills go out the window. Beretta has always been exceptional with ergonomics, and even when you're running heavy slugs through this thing, the felt recoil is noticeably softer than you'd expect. It comes in around $1,400 to $1,450 depending on configuration, and honestly, for what you're getting, that's a fair price. Now, number 5 is the Mossberg 930 Tactical SPX, the 8-shot model. And no, I'm not playing favorites with any particular brand here. Mossberg simply makes outstanding tactical shotguns, and they've earned their spots on this list independently. The 930 SPX is the first semi-automatic from Mossberg we're covering, and its gas-operated system cycles with impressive reliability. One thing that always concerns people with semi-auto shotguns is whether they'll choke on lighter loads, and that's a legitimate worry. with some models, but the 930 SPX actually handles low brass birdshot surprisingly well, which is a genuine standout feature. Despite being a semi-auto, it remains very affordable compared to premium options, and I'd argue it's the best tactical semi-automatic shotgun you can buy under $1,000. The tang-mounted safety sits right on top where your thumb naturally falls, the charging handle is knurled for positive grip, and the ghost ring rear sight paired with a fiber optic front sight gives you excellent target acquisition. Here's a nice bonus. That front sight is set at AR-15 height, so if you mount a red dot, you can co-witness with optics you might already own. Available with or without a pistol grip, the 930 SPX is a versatile and capable defender. Number 4. The Remington 870 Express Tactical. Now, it would be almost irresponsible to put together a list like this and leave out the 870. This is the best-selling shotgun in history, and it earned that title through decades of proven, no-nonsense performance. Hunters trust it. Law enforcement agencies across the country issue it. And people who want a straightforward, reliable defensive tool keep coming back to it generation after generation. The Express Tactical variant gives you an 18.5-inch barrel with a fixed cylinder choke and a magazine capacity of up to 7 rounds, 6 in the tube plus 1 in the chamber. It will reliably feed both 2 3/4-inch and 3-inch shells, which gives you flexibility in your ammunition choices. You can also get versions equipped with a Magpul polymer stock and ghost ring sights for more precise slug work. But here's what makes the 870 truly special, and why it's sitting at number 4. Versatility. Swap out the barrel, drop in a magazine plug, and your home defense shotgun transforms into a perfectly capable hunting shotgun. For someone who wants one firearm that excels in multiple roles, the 870 is extraordinarily hard to beat, and the price, very reasonable. At number 3, we have the Mossberg Maverick 88. This is the everyman's shotgun. If budget is your primary concern but you refuse to compromise on reliability, the Maverick 88 is calling your name. It's a pump action available in both 12 gauge and 20 gauge, and it comes with a fixed cylinder bore, meaning no interchangeable chokes. That does limit its versatility for things like hunting at various distances, and it's honestly one of the reasons the price stays so low. But for home defense, a fixed cylinder bore is perfectly fine. This shotgun eats everything from birdshot to slugs without complaint, holds a generous 7+1 rounds, and features a full-length synthetic stock that's durable and practical. It's accurate, it's reliable, and it's built to last. Sometimes the best choice isn't the most expensive one, and for a lot of people, the Maverick 88 might genuinely be the smartest purchase on this entire list. Number 2 is the Benelli M4, and this is where we jump to the premium end of the spectrum. The M4 is significantly more expensive than the Maverick 88, but you're paying for a semi-automatic shotgun that is, in many ways, the gold standard for defensive use. It features Benelli's proprietary auto-regulating gas-operated system, which means it will cycle everything from light target loads to heavy magnum slugs without any manual adjustments. That's a huge deal. The gun ships with a modified choke, a Picatinny rail, factory-installed front and rear sights, a pistol grip, and a synthetic stock that can take serious abuse. The magazine tube holds 5 rounds for a total capacity of 6, which is standard, but what sets the M4 apart is its pedigree. This is a duty-grade weapon designed for law enforcement, military applications, and even bear country carry. It's tough, it's fast, and it's phenomenally reliable. The safety is positioned on the receiver where it's easy to reach but difficult to accidentally engage. If your budget allows, the M4 is an investment that will serve you for a lifetime. And finally, the number 1 spot, the Mossberg 500 and 590 Tactical Series. These pump-action shotguns have been the backbone of American military and law enforcement operations for decades, and there's a very good reason for that. Every single model in this family is built to withstand hard use, but if you want the absolute toughest option, the 590A1 is the one to get. It's built to genuine military specification requirements, featuring a heavy-walled barrel that resists bending and denting, a metal trigger guard instead of plastic, and metal safety buttons. The 18.5-inch barrel variant is our top recommendation, and it's available with either ghost ring sights paired with a fiber optic front sight or traditional dot sights depending on your preference. One design feature that sets every Mossberg apart is the top-mounted tang safety. If you're running a traditional stock without a pistol grip, this is arguably the most intuitive safety location possible. Your thumb falls right on it naturally. The 590 models generally hold 1 additional round compared to equivalent 500 models, giving you just a bit more capacity when it matters most. This shotgun has been tested in actual combat conditions and proven itself beyond any doubt. If it can handle a battlefield, it can absolutely handle defending your home. The combination of military-proven durability, intuitive controls, reliable cycling, and reasonable pricing makes the Mossberg 590A1 our #1 pick for home defense. So there you have it. 8 outstanding shotguns, each with their own strengths, each suited to different needs and budgets. Whether you go with the budget-friendly Maverick 88 or the combat-proven 590A1, the most important thing is that you choose a firearm that fits your specific situation, train with it regularly, and have a plan for how you'll use it if that moment ever comes. Drop a comment below and let me know which one caught your eye. I genuinely want to know what you're leaning toward. That's it for today, folks. See you in the next video.